Hello everyone, my name is Irene Green and welcome to my YouTube channel. And tomorrow I'm gonna be 23. So as expected from most of you, the YouTubers, you're gonna film something like 22 lessons, 22 advices, 22 things or whatever I wish I knew when I was younger, and I'm not an exception. And most of the things probably gonna be a little bit basic, a little bit of what people already know, but still I want to talk about this stuff just because I wish somebody told me this, repeated this and put in my head, because even though a lot of things like that are basic, sometimes you don't realize that your life is literally made up of basic simple stuff, right? So just let's go get into it. I have my list of 22 things, lessons I learned, I wish I knew. And first things first, I will reflect a little bit on my year. It was something very interesting. I graduated. I got my first office 9-to-5 job. I quit this job because I realized that it's not my thing, and I bet 9-to-5 things are not my thing, and I think it's not a thing of the Zoomers. Of any Zoomer I know, it's like it's corporate hell. So I think that you're never gonna see me doing this again. Indeed, I actually come into the advices. I actually knew it when I was 14 and I did my first part-time job in call center. It was also office job, and I swore to myself I'm never gonna do it again. Never listen to myself, see what happened. But other than that, this year was more of a self-reflection to me. Honestly, I did traveled a lot. I did make new friends, and I kind of worked a lot on my mental health, coming back to what I dreamed of, to what I really want to do from and with my life. And I still don't have an answer to this, but I feel like I feel more self-confident at this point, and I know at least where to go, how to cope with stuff, and that's what's really important. And that's actually why I wanted to do this type of video, just because to talk about the type of stuff that I realized mostly during this year, but overall that I recollected through all my years, or definitely last 5 years, I would say. So let's go to at least the first thing is don't stop doing art, and not only keep going with it, but just be serious about it. Because when I look right now, I really miss music. I really miss doing music, perform, and it's very hard to start all over again right now, remembering stuff, going to vocal coaches and all of this. Whereas I finished musical school like 5 years ago and I just stopped. I mean, I do play piano from time to time, but that's not it. And when it comes to getting serious about it right now, it's much more harder, because when you're young, you think, oh my God, this problems as the opinion of other people, I don't care about them. Oh, well, girl, you didn't live your life yet, so you will probably care later. Good if you're not, but that happened to me. So right now, I just obviously working with this. I'm like recording the videos, communicating with the outside world, and I'm not gonna say that I'm socially insecure or have social anxiety. No, that's not the case. But when it comes to the sensitive part of showing up with your art, with what you're doing, it doesn't matter if it's music, dancing, painting, whatever you do, it's just a bit harder when you had a huge break. So just don't do it. Don't do this break. Keep mastering with your art, because not just for the sake of art, but for the sake of expressing your soul. Because I just returned, as I said, back to music, and I realized that it was such a good outlet, and I extremely sad that I forgot about it. So be serious about it. Move more. And when I move more, second thing is like physically, I do remember I saw this video of old lady saying that not dancing when you are able to dance is such a bad thing to do, because when you're older you're obviously not that physically capable and you will obviously regret about it. And what opened my mind about this is actually my, as I said, 9 to 5 office job. It was a torture for me, and I realized that physically it's not what I ever want for myself. I don't want to sit 9 hours in the office near my computer, then go 1 hour home by car, by transportation, sit in the transport, and then do gym rat for like 2 hours and go to sleep. Never gonna work for me. And so that's why when you right now able to move, to do physical activity, just do it. Go for it and do it. Do the sport you like. If you love yoga, do yoga. If you love like team sports, do team sports. You will meet new people, new friends. It's very important to keep up with it, not only to be fit but to be healthy, and it also brings a lot of joy. Coming to the third point and talking about moving around, move out. As I would say, okay, it's my personal advice. A lot of people, especially I think it depends on your culture, but for me, I was settled from the young age that I want to move out of my parents' house as soon as possible. Some people will call it elder sibling syndrome, elder child syndrome. Not gonna deny it, maybe, maybe it is. But it just, I can talk hours and hours about how mind-blowing it is to live your life, to build up your life, to struggle from like scratch, to, I mean, you always can come home if you have like healthy family and you're not doing it because you have some problems. But in general, you don't risk anything when you're moving out. You always can come back. But looking at the bigger picture, you explore yourself and you observe yourself in different environments with different people in different situations, and that was what is really important. It's like learn how to be an adult step by step, and the sooner you will learn it, the more better you're gonna manage your life later. So yeah, just do it. Move out early. The first thing is, don't be afraid to let go of the situation, of the people, of whatever it is. For me, the don't be afraid to let go, it was job. I was like, if you watched my video about quitting the job, I think it was the last video, the video before, I wish I did it earlier. Because when we stick out strong to what is not meant for us, we first of all exhausting ourselves. Second of all, we're not given a space for something better, and if you feel like you need to let go, it definitely means that there is something better coming. That's like just a simple logic. What is not working for you, not meant for you. Just let it go. Just let it go. The next thing is put your heart into things. And sometimes you can feel vulnerable, and obviously there's gonna be situations when you're just gonna think like, why did I put so much effort? Why didn't I do this? Or why did I even start it? But I agreed with myself also a long time ago that if I don't like something and I'm not capable to do it with all my soul, all my heart, just enjoying the process, even if it's hard, if I cannot do that, I'm not gonna do this. Because everything in your life should either bring you joy or develop you. If it's none of these two things, don't even try to force yourself to do it. You're gonna end up exhausted, burned out, maybe depressed, and have like, I don't know, maybe panic attacks. Just don't even try to do that. It's not gonna do any good to you. Like nothing good gonna happen out of it. But when you come to the point when you do your art, do the job you really love, sometimes there are days where you really need to put yourself together, put your soul and heart into what you're doing, remind yourself why you're doing this, and just do that. And that's what I mean by this thing, like put your heart into it. Just do it with give in everything you can to this, because the results gonna be very, very beautiful for your soul, for your people will appreciate you. You will see how people react onto this, how they like accept you. And communication with people is one of the most important thing, especially like I'm bringing up people into this because that's what I feel when I film videos. Like when I see those, even though not much, but when I see comments, I'm just like, wow, that means the whole world to me. And when you specifically put your soul into it, you feel on the whole different level of joy. So that's important. That in my notebook, the next thing is travel when you can. And this one is a tricky one because a lot of people would go like, okay, I'm gonna save and I'm gonna travel later, or I'm gonna spend all my money into traveling. I'm talking about the middle ground here, but if you have an opportunity, you see you're not sure if you should do or not do it, because traveling is just such an experience. It's, for me, it's same level as moving out from your parents' house. It's just because you faced new people, new culture, new experiences, especially if it's budget traveling. Like obviously if you have an opportunity to do like resorts, beautiful sightseeing, do it anyway. But even if you're traveling like in staying, I don't know, like backpacking and stuff, you meet so many good and interesting people. So just do it. Just do traveling. Even if it's a neighborhood city, do it. You never know whom you're gonna meet, how it's gonna change your life, your career, your everything. And the next point is the next lesson comes out of this about other cultures, other languages. Learn languages. English is not my first. Obviously, I think it's obvious that English is not my first language. It's my, I think, third or second. But I love languages because they expose you not only to the ability to speak to other people, but also, side note, to the culture understanding. And that's what makes this whole experience beautiful. When you come to the other country, you interact on a more deeper level with people and you can communicate with them, you can make new friends. In the career, it's like, wow, it's just opening so many doors for you, so many opportunities. It means that you can not only work in your home country, but you can travel around. You can have the better salary, better contacts, better networking. So I mean, language, I think it's pretty obvious, but just I wouldn't be able to communicate something I'm communicating right now to you if I wouldn't know language. And if you wouldn't know the language, you wouldn't understand. So I hope you understand it, because I'm not doing subtitles, translating here. Sorry. But yeah, the 8th one I see on my list, it's do therapy. Just do your damn therapy. Like really, I think a lot of people, this world would be so much better if people just would go there. And I mean, I know it's expensive, especially right now with this like popularization of psychologists, psychiatrics and stuff, but you always can like find these hotlines cheap. My first therapist was online for free. My second one was like very, very like extremely cheap. Right now the one I'm coming is pretty expensive. I visit very rarely right now. We stopped, but like just do it. Just do it because you will I see the results. People would see the results. When you're not sure about if you should go or if you like shouldn't go, just go and see. Just go and see. Like it would change your life, especially if you think that you have some problems. Like if you're not sure if you have depression or if you have anxiety, don't do self-testing. Because this would, first of all, the good specialist will indicate what's going on with you. Secondly, if nothing is going on over there, it will help you to soothe yourself and realize that you're not the damn problem. So, and that's important. So just go to therapy, please. I'm just like, mental health awareness is number one topic, and that's actually why I'm doing these videos. I'm so obsessed with this because, as I said in the very beginning of explaining this point, if all of the people around the world went through therapy, we would live, I believe, in the perfect society. So just do that. The next one, the ninth one, is this one I really like. Don't give second chances more than once. And a lot of people would say that, why would you even give the second chance? I'm just a kind soul. I'm the person who's like, I believe if the person really promises and if they really do actions and they show you they're changing, we're accepting that. Obviously, it's not relies to some sort of stuff like cheating and etc. No second chances here. Also, I wouldn't give second chance to random person. It should be very close person, family or something. But other than that, when I'm talking about this, it's when you give a second chance and you see that person is just getting very comfortable into the situation where they're like, but yeah, you know, I will start, I will change myself, I will change it later. Or with your job, when you're just like, okay, maybe it will get better, maybe my working place will get better, maybe the people I work with is gonna be not that shitty. And then in the very end, it's all the same toxic working environment again. You need to move on. You need to just stop it right there and leave. Because you cannot give second chance 3 times or 4 times, because it's not second chance anymore. It's just you allowing other people to roll over you to like go over your boundaries, and they are very comfortable with this. We're not doing it here. So let go more easily, because if this didn't work for you, and like you do understand that later on there's gonna be a better opportunity and these people aren't like with work, or these people are not meant for you, let it go. Don't give second chances to think you should have let go long time ago. Not even third, fourth or fifth chance. Just don't ruin your boundaries for this. Quality over quantity, and forget about the brands. It's really hot topic here. With this, the brands exposure, like China market factories, how they expose right now luxury brands. I have no problem with luxury brands, honestly, but I think it gets sometimes to a point when it seems like a scam for the people who just got new money, I don't know. And I'm the kind of person who always would rather save and spend it on traveling, for example, than I would spend it on something overpriced, mediocre quality, or a quality that you could, and design you could have get much more cheaper and long lasting. And I think a lot of people are waking up right now with this point. Once again, have no problem with brands. If you like the brand, if you like the design, wear it, but never wear it just because it's a logo. For me personally, if I would feel really miserable with myself later after a purchase, because that's already happened several times. And as I said, I'm sharing my lessons here, never going to do it again. Because when you are young, especially I would say 5 years ago, I was like, I'm getting money and I'm buying all these brands, because I think especially people with from the background where you want to show yourself up and you feel insecure about how you look, about your family income and etc., you would tend to feel like, I need these brands, I need those fancy stuff to make people something worthy out of me. But it's not the case. You can style your clothes and you're gonna be fancy without brands. You can find quality items without spending millions of dollars. And I would say the more I look at the fashion market, at the luxury brands market, the more I feel not disappointed, but like the more I feel like I'm matured. Because honestly, yeah, when I look at the people younger, not all of them, but like, and when I remember in myself, as I said, I would be all over the luxury brands. Still, there are some niche good ones, and overall there are decent pieces from luxury market, but never gonna see me overpaying for something that I can do not as expensive and more quality wise better. Never gonna catch me doing that. Oh my god, the next one, 11th one, we in the middle of my 20 minutes and we in the middle of my like advices. This one gonna sound like the girls oriented, but guys, you can revert it as well. But it would be for me, if he wanted, he would. As a married person, if he wanted, he would. And it also can concern not only relationship here, we can talk about anything in life, but if he wanted, he would never settle for less, or these things like, why did he text? He doesn't text me because probably the cat, like something happened to his cat, or something happened to his family, or like overthinking about something that as simple as not interested in you. Let it go, not meant for you. If he wanted, he would. That's it. I'm crossing the line here. Just no excuses at this point. Here we don't give second chances here. No. Oh, 12th one, it's a very big lesson for me, especially this year. I reflected on this a lot, and I really realized that it's very important for your career, for your future. When you get more adult, you really look at a lot of stuff differently. So the next point goes, be mindful of what you do post, what you talk about online. So this, I'm not gonna talk about limiting yourself or not allowing yourself to post revealing photos or something. It's more about first of all, why are you doing this? Whom you wanna show what? And if you try to post a picture because you know that the friend of yours you don't talk with anymore are gonna see it, don't do it. It's embarrassing. Just don't do it. I think it's very obvious that you're doing it for this purpose. But other than that, it's just you are free to post whatever you want to, but then always think about that it's a public space. With AI, it gets really creepy and scary, especially with all the stories when the people post their kids, and I think you know it, I shouldn't keep going over there, but like, be always mindful what are you posting, what content you're sharing with. I used to post a lot of stuff, a lot of random things. I'm not talking about, once again, about something revealing, rather than right now when I look at it, I'm just like, what I wanted to say with this, or why would I post it, what for, like, not necessary. And sometimes, especially when you try to apply for top tier companies, they would ask for your socials, or they would go and check your socials you have, and then it's gonna come to a point when they're gonna see everything you posted. So also think about that. If you are a career-oriented person and so on, just be very mindful, stay safe online, watch out for scams, for people who do something with AI and photographs. It's getting sketchy, it's getting very, very, very real. So just watch out for yourself and be mindful. Let go of regrets. The next point. I think this, I just, when I said it out loud, I realized a lot of my points about letting go. But regret, I think I recorded one of the first videos, first or second or maybe third. I know it was the first video when I was talking about the previous year, like New Year's Yeah, regret is your self-esteem killer. It makes you miserable, it makes you sad, it makes you unworthy. And you're worthy, you are very beautiful, you're very kind, you are very, very best self, and you are very unique. Don't let regret for past mistakes slide. Forgive yourself for your own sake and keep going. Don't go into the loop of self-hate, because it doesn't give you anything. You just get more miserable in this. No self-regret. You did it in the past, you forgive yourself and just take it as a lesson, as a journey to getting better. No regrets. The next one is do charity. It's so mind-blowing, and every time I donate money, I help to animals, I help to someone. I don't know how exactly it works, but it always comes back randomly. Like, I don't know, I donated money, I got my salary earlier, or I get some bonuses, or I found out that I have like tax return. Something always happens. I don't know if it works for you, or maybe it's just me trying to like put some parallels, or it's just an accident, but it also gives back so much emotional, especially when you do it with, I don't know, for me it's animals. I love animals. It's like something my soul that makes my soul happy, because a lot of people helping other humans, but when it comes to animals, we always overlook them. And especially dogs, cats, they like pets, they are so kind to us, they are always there for you. And I don't know, I just I'm gonna share it. For the last few weeks, I'm just, my whole feed on TikTok and Instagram, it's like the loop of animal shelters, and every time I watch, I cry, and I'm just like, oh my god, if I would be, when I'm gonna be incredibly rich in the future, I'm gonna give like all my money just to animals, because I love them. I love them so much. And the next point comes to, out of it, the next lesson and advice, and what makes your life easier is just be kind. Because when you're kind to other people and to yourself, you're gonna be more charitable. You're not gonna be regretful. You're not gonna treat yourself badly. When you're kind to yourself first and then to others, you know how to behave. You know how other people should behave to you. So by being kind, you set up a high standard for yourself and for others. So, and I mean, being kind is just makes your life I don't know how to explain. It's like with charity, you just see it. When your heart is softened, you getting less stressed, you getting less attached to the things, like you think less about jealousy, about that what other people think. You're just acting out of your heart, out of your pure intentions, and by that, like by doing that, you just feel like a whole different person. So yeah, the next point is number 16. Listen to yourself first. I think that should have been the first point here on my list. I don't know why, because as I said, I just took this notebook. Yeah, I just took it before the video, drink my coffee, and just made a quick list of what I think would I talk about. And listen to yourself first. I don't know how it came up, nearly the last one, but it should be the first thing, because all of this stuff that I put on the paper, I put over there just by listening to myself. And also, you always know what is right for you. Most of the time when you go like this, I don't know, can you get, like, when you come with an advice and just like, I don't know, can you tell me if it's this or that? You, most of the time, you know. You just need the approval of other people. Just skip this step. Just rely on your opinion first. I cannot even explain during this year specifically how many situations there were when other people would advise me something, and then in the very end, it would happen the way I knew it's gonna happen, and I wish I would listen to myself. Because you always know. And when it comes to women, I think we also have this sort of an intuition. And if you're like woman watching this, please listen to your gut. Listen to yourself. please, I beg you, please do it. Because you just skip all of the stages as regret, overthinking, why didn't listen, why did I didn't listen to myself. Just listen to yourself and you will just skip all the steps. The next one, I think it's about 17. Yeah, 17, lesson number 17 is always have plan B or savings or whatever. I mean, you not always can prepare for everything, but if you can prepare, just prepare. When it comes to losing a job, moving to other country, getting sick, you never know what can happen. So it's always good to have at least some savings, or have some contacts that you know can take a good care of you. And as I said, for example, with moving out, you always know that you can like come back to your home country and visit your family if something bad happens. Always have this plan B, because it's not only that you're overthinking, oh my god, I'm not gonna succeed, that's why I need plan B, C, D. No, that makes you feel like you're adult, you're grown up person, you see that you have options. If and nothing is the end of the world, honestly. You like okay. The number 18 is this one is what I'm happening with me right now. Take rest when needed. So for instance, last 3 days I just quit my job, and this month I was reconnected with myself. I was like, I'm gonna do trips, I'm gonna visit my friends, but at the same time I was chaotically looking for a new job without having a rest. So I just quit the corporate when I already was completely burned out, and then I want to put myself all over in this position. And this week I realized I cannot do that. I just need rest. I just need to do it later, after my birthday, later on, I don't know, whenever. I just need to read books, drink good coffee, visit places, talk to my friends, talk to my family, do my birthday the way I want to do it, for God's sake, and just be there for myself. And you know, the moment I realized that, everything stopped. Like I had a huge headaches, I had like dizziness. I do have it sometimes when I stress. It stopped. It just stopped the moment I agreed. I mean, somebody would say it's psychosomatics or something else, but I would say it's like your body needs rest too. Your mind, specifically your mind, needs rest from some network, like social media detox. Please do that. But your body needs rest too. Your mind needs rest too. And some people underestimate that. And then you burn out, and then you think, whoa, I'm not as happy as I was before. Girl, maybe because you need to finally lay down and sleep like a normal person. So yeah. And then 19th one, next lesson is, we're going back to the end, only 4 left. I bet I skip something, but the next one goes, remember that you always cope. Just remember that you always cope. You always cope with everything. Whatever happens to you, you just cope with it. Just in the very end, I talked about this also in the past videos, and I think because I'm talking about the lessons I reconnected, it also concerns my other videos. If you didn't watch any, welcome to watch. But yeah, remember that you always cope. I think million times in my life I was thinking that it's an end of the world, but then the night comes, and then there's always sunrise and the new day, new opportunities, and you think that, yeah, I'm just over it, over losing people, over not living in the places you used to live, over situations that's been very hard, over everything, and you just keep going because that's your life. And as a humans, my favorite phrase, as a humans, we survive things. We survive, we cope. So if you're worried about something, I guarantee you 1 year later, you're not even gonna remember you worried about that, 100%. So the next one, it's the 20th one. Your people will always stay with you. It's coming back to all the letting go stuff I said. That's why you shouldn't be scared if you think that your friends, your boyfriend, your whoever it is abusing you, treating you badly. And if you realize that it's not your person, the right person wouldn't treat you that way. The right person, right people wouldn't do that to you. The right people wouldn't judge you or wouldn't walk away from you. They would always stay by your side. So let go and be with people who stay by your side. Nearly last one, 21st, be honest. Be honest with people, with yourself. It saves so many time. This like, yeah, be like honest about yes or no. Don't say maybe, because maybe it's always no. So say yes to the stuff that you want to say yes, say no to the stuff you don't want to have in your life. Be honest with what you think, what you feel, how you want to express yourself, which kind of work you want to do, how you want to like project yourself into the outer world. Always be honest, and be honest firstly with yourself. Because as I said, by intuition, by knowing how and what you want to do in this world, most of the time people just ask advice to get an approval. But do you need that approval? Because you're living your own life, so be honest with yourself. And the last but not least, it's very sweet one, 22. Always choose your happiness and peace and be happy. If something doesn't bring you, as I said, money or growth or happiness or peace, don't choose it. Don't choose it, because I think the point of life is just live your life happily in the peace. We all, like, I think everybody who's sane wants happiness and world peace. So just project it. Act out of happiness and peace, not out of jealousy or revenge or all the other things. Just be happy, don't worry. Just project this happiness, because, and I think it's the most important one of these lessons, because I'm not gonna lie, a lot of times I acted impulsively out of whatever I could have acted, and that's where regret normally comes. But when you act out of happiness, out of peace, out of your sincerity, you don't have regrets. Even if the result is not as what you expected, you don't really regret about trying or doing something or saying or having some sort of people in your life. So just be happy, make yourself happy, build up your own happiness through the peaceful ways. And that's gonna be it. Probably the next video gonna be when I'm already 23. So I hope you enjoyed it. It's one of the longest videos I have on my YouTube channel. I hope it wasn't really boring. So have a nice day, evening, whatever you have. Stay tuned. Thank you guys so much. I have nearly 100 subscribers. That's so much. Thank you for following me and sticking up with me around. So yeah, bye bye, and really love you and appreciate you guys.